4 wins, 6 races. His alternator died at Darlington, and he still won. He scraped the wall in qualifying and still got pole. He got a speeding penalty at COTA and still made history. At what point does dominance stop looking like talent and start looking like something else? Because that's the question the garage is asking right now. Not out loud, not on camera, but in the haulers, in the pit stalls, in the group chats. Drivers want to know how one car can be this fast, this often, with this much going wrong, and still win. And today, we're going to look at every single piece of evidence, both sides, because the answer might surprise you. Let me lay out the facts first. Just the facts. No opinion. And I want you to tell me if this sounds normal. Race 1. Daytona 500. Tyler Reddick wins. Race 2. Atlanta. Reddick wins. Race 3. COTA, Circuit of the Americas. Reddick wins from pole position. Oval Insider described it as a flawless performance where Reddick made history. 3 consecutive wins to open the season. That alone is remarkable, but it's what happened next that raised eyebrows. Race 5, Las Vegas. The streak breaks. Reddick fades to 13th. Okay, normal. Even the best have off days. But NASCAR.com's race recap noted something interesting. Despite fading late, Reddick maintained his series lead by 61 points over Bubba Wallace and 67 points over Ryan Blaney. He had such a massive cushion from 3 straight wins that a 13th place finish barely dented his lead. Under the new point system where wins pay 55 points, those 3 victories had built a wall that nobody could climb. Then Darlington, the Goodyear 400. Reddick wins the Busch Light Pole at 169.152 miles per hour. The only driver to break 169. He beat his own teammate Bubba Wallace by over 1/10 of a second. And then, during the race, his alternator started failing. His team had to change the battery mid-race. The car was literally breaking underneath him, and he still won. His 4th victory in 6 starts. 4 of 6, 353 points, 82 ahead of second place, and a car that apparently can win even when its electrical system is dying. That's the resume. And if you're a driver sitting 20th or 15th or even 5th, and you're doing everything right and you still can't touch this guy, you start asking questions. That's human nature. Now, I need to be very clear about something. No driver has gone on record accusing Tyler Reddick or 23XI Racing of cheating. Nobody has held a press conference. Nobody has filed an official protest. What's happening is what always happens in NASCAR when one team gets this far ahead. The whispers start. This has happened before. Every single time a team dominates, the garage talks. When Jimmy Johnson won 5 straight championships with Hendrick Motorsports, the whispers were deafening. When Kyle Busch went on his run with Joe Gibbs Racing, same thing. When Joey Logano's Penske car was dominant, same thing. It's a cycle as old as the sport itself. Dominance breeds suspicion, suspicion breeds conversation, and conversation feeds the narrative. And right now, the narrative is everywhere. YouTube channels covering NASCAR have produced multiple videos with titles about 23XI Racing's cheating scandal and Tyler Reddick cheating scandal exploded. These videos are pulling tens of thousands of views. The audience wants to believe something fishy is happening, because the alternative, that one team simply figured it out, is harder to accept. But here's where the story gets interesting. Because NASCAR does have a system for dealing with this. And what that system has found, or more accurately, what it hasn't found, is the most important part of this entire discussion. Every single race weekend, every Cup Series car goes through a multi-station technical inspection, pre-race, post-race, and sometimes NASCAR sends cars back to the Research and Development Center for deeper analysis. This isn't a casual glance. This is a thorough, systematic examination of the car's body, its underbody, its engine, its weight, its dimensions, everything. And in 2026, NASCAR has shown they're not afraid to swing the hammer. Big Machine Racing had 3 crew members banned for 4 races after a ballast violation at Las Vegas. Crew Chief Patrick Donahue, Car Chief Dylan Bassett, and Engineer Morgan Olson, all suspended under Sections 10.5.2.5 B and E of the rulebook for loss or separation of ballast. Hendrick Motorsports had Kyle Larson's car chief Jesse Saunders ejected at Atlanta after failing pre-race inspection twice. At Darlington, Chase Elliott's number 9, Chris Buescher's number 6, and Timmy Hill's number 66 all failed pre-qualifying inspection twice and had car chiefs ejected for the weekend. NASCAR is enforcing the rules aggressively this season. They're catching violations. They're punishing teams. And in all of that enforcement, across 7 race weekends, how many times has Tyler Reddick's number 45 car been flagged? How many post-race penalties has 23XI Racing received? How many inspection failures? 0. 0 penalties. 0 inspection failures. 0 trips to R&D that resulted in sanctions. The car that's winning 4 of 6 races is passing every single technical inspection NASCAR throws at it. Every station, every weekend, clean. So if it's not cheating, and the inspections say it's not, then what is it? How is one car this dominant? The answer might be simpler and more terrifying than any conspiracy. 23XI Racing figured something out, and everybody else is still trying to catch up. Look at the evidence. It's not just Reddick. At Darlington, 23XI swept the front row. Reddick on pole, Bubba Wallace second. 2 cars from the same team, both faster than everyone else in qualifying. Wallace is 11th in the standings with 206 points. Solid, consistent, inside the chase cutoff. This isn't one car with a magic engine. This is an organization operating at a level that both of its entries are competitive. Reddick himself dropped a clue at Darlington. Talking about Wallace's qualifying improvement, he said, direct quote, "He's learning, and if he keeps it up, here soon I'll be having to try to battle him head-to-head for these poles." That's not a guy hiding something. That's a guy acknowledging that his team's engineering is giving both cars an edge, and his teammate is learning how to use it. The 2026 season introduced the 750 horsepower short track package, new underbody rules, new tire compounds from Goodyear. Every team is adapting. And the teams that adapted fastest, 23XY with Toyota Engineering and the Joe Gibbs Racing Technical Alliance, are reaping the rewards. Meanwhile, Hendrick Motorsports has 3 drivers in the top 11 and 0 wins. Team Penske has Blaney second and Logano 12th, wildly inconsistent. Joe Gibbs has Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs both in the top 7, but no victories either. 23X. I found the setup window first. That's it. That's the advantage. And in a sport where hundredths of a second separate the field, finding the window first means everything. And here's the part that should genuinely worry the rest of the garage. Because if Reddick was cheating, that would actually be good news for everyone else. If NASCAR found something, they'd penalize 23XI, strip the wins, dock the points, and the playing field resets. Problem solved. Everyone goes home happy. But if the car is legal, and every inspection says it is, then there's nothing to strip. There's nothing to protest. There's nothing to fix. 23X. iRacing is just better right now, and the only way to beat them is to get better yourself, which takes time. Time that Reddick is using to stack 55-point wins and build a lead that might be untouchable by the time the chase starts. 353 points, 82 ahead of Blaney, 94 ahead of Hamlin, 147 ahead of the defending champion Larson. 4 wins, 0 penalties, 0 inspection failures. That's not a cheating scandal. That's a team operating at a level the sport hasn't seen in years. And the only thing scarier than a team that's cheating is a team that doesn't need to. Is 23XI cheating? The inspections say no. Is Tyler Reddick the most dominant driver in the Cup Series right now? The numbers say absolutely. And is the garage frustrated? Look at the standings and tell me they shouldn't be. Do you buy it? Or do you think something's hidden? Comments. Right now. Like, subscribe. See you tomorrow.